Yes, game, that is Kirby. I never would have figured that out. Hello there, everybody! Welcome to another Let's Play from See What the Planet 1 on Epic Gamers Full. This LP is going to be of Kirby's Adventure. I already freaking know that we already have another Kirby game already, but gosh darn it, I just didn't know what the heck to LP after Donkey Kong Country, seriously. Like, again, on EGF I want to focus more on, like, retro short games, but geez. I don't know. I have no idea. I have the feeling this is going to be highly controversial. But anyway, here's actually an intro sequence that I never even heard about. Or never even seen, really, until recently. Yeah, this little intro sequence actually explains what the heck to do in the game. So that's actually pretty cool that they did that. And also, I think they have some form of plot, maybe, I don't know. I do not know if they have freaking... Wow, Kirby changes color as he changes forms? Huh. Never really freaking noticed that until now. I guess that's cool. I don't know, maybe it's emulation thingamabobs that are freaking... You're probably getting bored of watching this, by the way. Yeah, don't worry, I'll have a link in whatever the frick description to, like, freaking make you skip past this intro or whatever. So you can just get on with the game. I don't know, this just explains what the heck to do in the game, and I might as well leave it in. I mean, like, why the heck not? And that thing just goes along until, like, the end of the screen where Kirby gets on a warp star. And oh yeah, there's actually a story here. One day, the peaceful life of Dreamland was shattered by a mysterious crisis. The inhabitants didn't dream! Oh no! On the edge of Dreamland, dreams and hope once gushed forth from the Dream Spring, fueled by the Star Rod. Investigating the Dream Spring, Kirby found naughty King Dedede swimming in its magical waters. he has an inner tube like that. Dedede had broken the Star Rod and given the pieces to his friends, who are now hiding in Dreamland. Man, those friends look very creepy. To get back to Lost Dreams, Kirby sought the Star Rod. Huzzah! So now we as the hero must go ahead and go forth through Dreamland to save the Star Rod pieces. And of course, as with Donkey Kong Country, I'm going at this world by world, so some videos may be short, some may be long. So here we go. In case many of you don't know on EGF, or those who are coming from my channel and already know this already, I am a freaking nerd for Kirby. I freaking love the Kirby series. Not one game that I played in Kirby is bad to me, and it's just one of those series that is consistently good. Even in those spin-off games where it's, even in like Kirby Air Ride stuff, that game is so good. Anyway, here's something you'll probably notice. Kirby is actually using his copy abilities. Well, of course, this is standard stuff because Kirby is quite known for inhaling enemies, swallowing them, and copying their abilities, right? Well, wouldn't you know that this is actually the first ever time Kirby's had copy abilities? Well, yes, this game introduces Kirby's famous trait where he can suck up enemies and copy their abilities. Like the ability I just dropped and the ability I'm about to get back is called Fire. So now we're Fire Kirby, so we can breathe fire. And of course we can't underwater, which was pretty smart of HAL Laboratory for doing that. Yep, pretty smart of them indeed for including that little bit of a tidbit, of course. Anyway, this first level is not really that long, and at the end of each level you have this sort of mini-game, where you have to press A when the platform is at its lowest, and that way you can jump the highest so you can get bonuses such as extra lives and such. Yeah. So, anyway, now that we have the first level done, we have this little mini-game to go through. Crane Fever! I believe this is only exclusive in the NES version. And yes, I said NES version, because there's actually a remake on the Game Boy Advance called Nightmare in Dreamland for this game. Yeah, before I forget to mention it. Yeah. And, oh, dang it! Oh well, I want to get that big Kirby. I honestly don't know what happens if you get the big Kirby. I was more of a Nightmare in Dreamland guy. And I'm not really so big on the NES version, but I did play the NES version. Well, not too many times, but I do know the general gist. But, God, I haven't played this game in so long. I probably won't need any sort of practice here, because this is a platformer, or whatever. Not like I did with Donkey Kong Country, though, but, hey, it's at least nice. Anyway, I'm gonna drop this ability right here, because we actually have a new ability to show off here. This is Cutter. Cutter Kirby. Kirby now has a boomerang thing, which he can use to kill those enemies. Which, everything is cute in this game, and Kirby wants them dead for some reason. Like those witches, seriously, they're only sweeping up brooms and whatever. And those things, they're just flying around, having nothing better to do, other than the fact that they're trying to get our beloved pink fellow. Which, this is probably the first time that Kirby's ever been pink. And, oh, mini-boss time. We have Poppy Bros here. So, Poppy Bros is known for its bomb ability, and I do want to get that. Anyway, as with every boss in every single Kirby game ever, all you have to do is just hit it repeatedly until they're dead, and, oh, that's not Bomb Kirby, it's Crash Kirby. Crash Kirby is basically a screen nuke ability, so if you want to take care of enemies easily, just press B. And holy shit! Jesus! That's not how it is today. Jesus! Kirby just, like, freaking multiplies by 1,000 and uses the Rock Lee ability and basically goes all like, I'm gonna give him the Lotus, or whatever. Man, Crash is so different back then. And yes, if you notice that Kirby doesn't have his little trademark suits that he has in, games nowadays. Like, he doesn't have his, like, electricity going off in his head when he has the Spark ability. And most certainly he doesn't have his little helmet when he has the, Cutter ability. So, yeah. He doesn't have those suits, but hey, at least it's nice. But either way, we have actually a thing to show off here. If you go in the pause menu, the game explains what the abilities do. So yeah, Spark can be used to create good defenses like this. And my favorite ability, Sword, makes you use a freaking sword. I have no idea why this is my favorite ability, but hey. I reckon Spark is like my favorite ability in Airride, simply because it's like really fun to use for me. But again, that's just me. This is me being all like, Sword is the best ever. Made, period. Yeah. Anyway, now let's go into level 3, where we have more innocent mushrooms to kill and cannons to avoid. Yeah, you can't destroy these cannons, so you either have to make them fall or just leave them be. But yeah. But look at this, we're seriously destroying cute little innocent creatures. I mean, why does HAL Laboratory support this? Why does Sakurai love for Kirby to kill innocents? Why? There's no point. And oh, something pretty interesting, in fact. If you suck up 2 things that are copy abilities, you'll get a random ability. In my case, I have Needle, which is also a pretty good ability for defense purposes. So yeah, I can basically just murder everything in my way now that I have this ability. And hopefully I don't fall off here, because I don't want to fall off. But I should probably mention, as I stated before, this game received a Game Boy Advance remake called Nightmare in Dreamland, which has a lot more features and more graphical updates, of course, making this one of the more prettier GBA games out there. Or one of the prettier GBA ports that they did. And it does have enhanced music, it does have enhanced features, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys, I think I find it a bit easier to go through this version than I rather do with the Game Boy Advance version. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I really like the Game Boy Advance version of Kirby's Adventure. It's just that some things I can't beat for the life of me. I'll go into more of that as we get on through to the game, but regardless, now we have another thing right here, so let's see if I can get this. Alright, yes! Whenever you get to the top here, you'll do Kirby's trademark dance. And you get a 1-up in the process. So that is really, really good. And we also got a little bit of thing right here. This is the museum. Here's a colorful display of enemies with special abilities. Eat the one you want. And, yeah, of course, I get the one that I already shown off, Sword. Not that I'm complaining, of course, I'll gladly take Sword. So yeah, got Sword. Sweet. Level 4. And here we are in the forest. And I do believe this is a regular song in the Kirby series. Oh, hello. Now we have this guy, the Freeze Dude. I forget his name, but I call him the Freeze. I'm gonna call him the Freeze Dude. So anyway, this guy is just basically gonna run around shooting icicles at you, and because of that, we get the Freeze ability. We become Mr. Freeze, except we're not Arnold Schwarzenegger. So with the Freeze ability, it's yet another defensive ability that actually allows us to turn enemies into icicles so that we can throw them at enemies at will. As we murder innocent mushrooms, whatever the heck that is. I'm trying to think of that one guy's name in the Kirby anime. Kaboo, I think it is? Yeah, Kaboo, I think. And we're just killing innocent Waddle Dees. More Waddle Dees. God, these Waddle Dees really want to be murdered. Again, like I said, it's all Sakurai's fault, not HAL Laboratories. Then again, they would be partially responsible, but eh. Anyway, it's here where you can get the copy ability, and oh, hello. Anyway, yeah, that dude just gave us the Hyper, which is basically invincibility, which means we're on a sugar rush! We're on cocaine! Wah! And I'm just plowing through the enemies at will. Rah, 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 rah. Okay. I don't know why. I always love the invincibility. I always love the invincibility in the Kirby games when we get that candy and we go all invincible and the music just goes all like dun 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 dun. That's like the freaking that's like one of the freaking best invincibility themes Nintendo has ever put out. Seriously. Well, if it's not the Star theme, of course, but actually, what other invincibility themes could I possibly think about? I don't know. But either way, this is a particularly short world. Nothing really too special about, well, this particular world. It's just the first world. Vegetable Valley, apparently, is what it's called. And we have this thing right here. But either way, now we're onward to King DDD himself. Okay, not really. Well, not really to King DDD himself, but when you encounter a door like this, it's boss time. And of course, as with Kirby tradition nowadays, and I do believe back then, Wispy Wood's first boss. We all know how he functions. He basically throws apples at you, so you can suck them up and throw it on him. But however, if you have a copy ability, this thing is a total joke. Yeah! Take it, Wispy Woods! Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna beat him the old-fashioned way. Yeah, just by doing the apple thing. Oh, and by the way, if you get 2 inhalable objects, you'll create a stronger blast by throwing it like that. So that is very, very good for you. But either way, we got a piece of the Star Rod back. Very nice. I love that dance. Ice Cream Island will be our next world for our next video, but there's something I do think. No, that thing's not unlocked yet. It's probably just something worth of... No, probably. But, whatever the case. We are now done here, so we're gonna stop here. I always like this about, like, games where you can crouch down how many times as you want. Like this. So you can talk as many times as you please. So that I'm not syncing up to my commentary or anything. Maybe. So, next time on Let's Play... Why did I do that? I don't know. But yeah, next time on Let's Play Kirby's Adventure, we're going through our second world, or second level as the game likes to call it, Ice Cream Island. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.